All right, we are back for more daily college basketball predictions here on the channel. We are now in the month of December. So it is December 1st, and we've got 5 more college basketball best bets for today. And you know what? This slate is something. These games, man, on Sunday, December 1st are a trip because, guys, the biggest game today is... I don't know. I can't tell you what the biggest game is today because... there's no big games today. I'm serious. The biggest game today, I kid you not, might be Hofstra versus Arkansas State. Like, I don't know. No, it's probably North Florida, Nebraska, Middle Tennessee, UAB. That's what we're dealing with here, guys. Middle Tennessee versus UAB is the game of the day. This is bad, but we're going to make the best out of it. And I kid you not, these are the type of teams, guys, we are going to be predicting today or giving you best bets for. I kid you not. On the screen right now, Mercyhurst. Norfolk State, who I've actually seen it play in person this year. I need to go to a college basketball game. I haven't been in like a week. Buffalo. You know, I love Buffalo. Actually, so much that, you know, I've picked them so many times in football and now in basketball. Guys, let's look up. I should probably just go to Buffalo. Let's look this up. I'm gonna go to Buffalo. You know what? Let's figure this out, guys. We're gonna see. We're gonna look this up. Oh, I guess I'm just okay. I don't actually live in San Francisco, so this is fine. Explore. Let's go. Give me a random date. It's that much to go to Buffalo. If I want to go to Buffalo January 8th and come back on January 11th, trust me, we're going to get off this in a second. It's that much to fly to Buffalo? I got to stop in Charlotte? I got to go all the way down there? Charlotte Airport, by the way, maybe a hot take. I love the Charlotte Airport. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really nice airport. Really? You got to stop in DC? Oh my goodness. Now, I don't think there's anything to do in Buffalo, I'll be honest with you, but I think for as much money as Buffalo has won us this season, and for as much time as I've talked about the Buffalo Bulls this year, I feel like I just have to make a trip to Buffalo now. We'll think about that. We'll think about that. Anyways, Bethune-Cookman's another team we're going to be talking about today. Guys, this is what we got dealing with today. This is what we got to deal with today. Oh goodness. First game. Also our NBA predictions are out in an hour. Yeah. There's 10 games today. A lot easier predictions to make there. I'm going to be honest. Guys, I had to search far and wide. Guys, you know how long I've been trying to search for good games to bet on today? Guys, it's 4 a.m. I got to be up in 5.5 hours to watch my parlays tomorrow in the NFL. Okay? We love the Tennessee Titans. All right? We love the Seahawks beat the Jets. We love the Chargers on the road. We love these road teams. We like the Jags at home against the Texans. As I say that, watch I go 0 for 4 in those games. We love the Cardinals on the road against the Vikings on the spread. Anyways, so let's get this going. Our first game, guys, yes, we're going Stony Brook versus Norfolk State. I kid you not. The second time we featured Stony Brook here on the channel this year. Stony Brook's not good. They're 2-5. We predicted them, I believe. God, it was the George Mason game, I think. No, it was the Chippewas game against Central Michigan. Yes, it was that game. This team's horrible. They haven't beat a Division I school since the Central Michigan game. They're 2-5, okay? Not a good basketball team. Joe Octave is their leading scorer with 14 points a night. No, just no on this basketball team. Norfolk State, they just came off a huge victory. They go to whatever the hell, I was gonna, crap on UC Davis. I don't even know what to say, what adjective to use about UC Davis. I've been there a couple times, guys. Every time I've been to UC Davis, it just smells like cow shit, okay? Anyways, Norfolk State just beat UC Davis by 21 points, okay? And I get it, Davis, not always the best team. Okay, Norfolk before that lose to Grand Canyon, but I watched them play against Stanford. They got robbed in that basketball game, guys. Brian Moore is a dog. Brian Moore is a really good player for this team. He averages 22 points a night for this Norfolk State team. They play pretty much a 9-man rotation. The game I watched them at the Maples Pavilion against Stanford, they got completely screwed in that basketball game. Stanford shot 40-something free throws. Norfolk shot like 8. Stanford shot 22% from the field in that game, and they still got bailed out and won the basketball game. It was horrible. Norfolk was 23.5 or 28.5 point dogs. It was the easy cash for that basketball game. I didn't make it an official best bet, I'm not going to lie. But still, this team is not that bad. And I think Brian Moore, again, is by far the best player on the court in this game between Norfolk State and Stony Brook. The only redeeming trait here about Stony Brook in this game is that they're at home. I don't care. Norfolk's getting 5.5 points. They will dominate this basketball game, guys. Stony Brook is horrible. I'm telling you, they're really bad. And Norfolk State, for the record, is not that horrible. Again, they are a 5-3 team. Their wins, though, are Penn State, Wilkes-Barre, Virginia, Lynchburg, JMU, all right. JMU loses to a lot of teams. Hampton, and then Davis on the road on Monday. They've been out on the West Coast for this long. Damn. Oh wait, no, they're back. Well, Stony Brook's in New York, but they were out there for. Oh no, it was only a week. Okay, yeah, it's fine. They're on a huge road trip. They finally get Hofstra at home next Monday. This is Norfolk State's basketball game. Again, trust in Brian Moore Jr. He's by far the best player on the court. Okay, we're taking Norfolk State all day long. Again, yes, this is what we have. This is where we have to go to today because these are the type of games on. All right, and as I say that, we go to the Buffalo Bulls going to Penn State to University Park to play the Penn State Nittany Lions. Now, I am very tempted. I don't think I'm going to do it, I'll be honest with you, but I'm very tempted to go on December 20th to Penn State and watch their playoff game. Why? The tickets to that game is only like $180, and for some reason, flights to Pittsburgh in the middle of Christmas season is like $250 round trip. I'm probably not going to do it, but if I get a chance to potentially see Penn State play Alabama in the playoffs, I'm just saying. Anyways, Penn State basketball. They should not be getting 28.5 points in this basketball game. Now, obviously, we're going to take them as I kid you not, the minus 100,000 favorites. So, guys, if you want to win $100, I think I'm doing this right? Right? I think so, yeah. If you want to win $100, guys, put 100,000 on Penn State. Boom. Easy $100. I wouldn't do that, obviously. Maybe I butchered that and it's really 10,000, actually. Let's see. Penn State. How many zeros? 1, 2. No, it's 100,000. That's crazy. Maybe ESPN just screwed that up. It's actually 100,000. Which is crazy. Hold on, let me check my app. Is this legit? Let me see if I even get odds for this basketball game. I don't think I do. Let me see. I don't think I get money. I don't get money line for this game. Anyways, I'm surprised that's even a thing. 20.5, guys, this feels great for Buffalo, okay? Why? You guys remember Anquan Bolden? I mean, you gotta remember Anquan Bolden, right? Anquan Bolden's son plays basketball at Buffalo. He's not their best player, obviously. He averages 25 minutes a night. He averages 7 points a night. He is a sophomore guard at Delray Beach, Florida. I just thought that was really cool that Anquan Bolden's son plays here for Buffalo. He's not their best player. The best player is Ryan Sabal. Is he related to the baseball player? He might be. Hold on. Is he related to Blake Sabal, the catcher on the Giants? I would not be surprised. No, Blake Sabal's from California and Ryan Sabal's from DC. Highly doubt it. Okay. I just didn't think Sabal was that, common of a name. Regardless, we like Ryan Sabal and the Bulls in this basketball game. Ryan Sabal averages 18.5 points a game. Guys, I'm not telling you Buffalo's going to win this basketball game, but they're going to stay competitive. Okay, they're going to stay within 28 points of Ace Baldwin in the Penn State Nittany Lions. Again, Ace Baldwin's back, obviously. I saw him play in person last year. Penn State was just okay last year. Actually, they weren't very good. They just went to Bloomington and won. I think they did, right? If I'm not mistaken. I went to a lot of Indiana basketball games last year, but no, I'm pretty sure they went, yes. They went into Indiana and won. I had to get up. Fun fact for that Penn State basketball game, I was supposed to, it was a Sunday or a Saturday morning game. I thought the game was at 3. I found out, oh crap, like when I woke up, the game I think was at it was definitely noon. It was a noon start. Okay, and I'm not waking up that early on a Saturday. I think it was a Sunday. It's not football season anymore, so it's a Sunday. And by the way, the NFL there starts at 1 o'clock. I've been accustomed to waking up at 10 a.m. every day for football season. So when I get 1 o'clock, I'm not waking up until 12:30. I'm just not. Anyways, I'm not watching London games out there. But regardless, okay. Penn State's at Indiana. It's at noon on a Sunday. I wake up at 11:45. Oh crap, there's a game. I thought it was at 3. I don't know why I just told that story. But anyways, I bet on Penn State and won a lot of money. Okay, regardless. Penn State 6-1 this season, okay? Their only losses to Clemson in their last game on Tuesday. They beat Fordham before that. They beat Purdue, Fort Wayne prior to that as well. Guys, Penn State has not won a basketball game by more than 29 points since their third game of the season against St. Francis, PA. And Buffalo, sure, they have not played anyone like Penn State so far this year, but Buffalo has covered this line every single game they've played so far this season. And sure, yes, they did lose to Bryant by 23 points. That really sucks. But back-to-back victories for the Buffalo Bulls, a team that we love. We love CJ Agbana. We love Victor Snow and their football team, okay? They're going bowling this season. It's time for the Buffalo Bulls basketball team to pick it up as well, okay? They started the season with the win over Old Dominion. They beat Fredonia State. They lose to Notre Dame. They lose to Bryant. They lose at Vermont. But then back-to-back victories recently against Morgan State and against North Carolina A&T. Those will play, man. Those games will get you points in this game. I think so. Again, we like Sabal, Anquan Bolden Jr. Again, he's not bad, You know, he's a good defensive player. That's why he's on the court. That's why he starts for this basketball team. He's not going to really get you much production at the rack, but, you know, he's going to play solid defense for you. And overall, I think Buffalo's able to remain within the 28.5 points of Penn State here. Guys, so many things need to go Penn State's way in this basketball game for them to cover this line, and we just need Buffalo to play somewhat decently. Give me the Bulls to cover on the road here at University Park. Next up, we go on to Central Florida and Cal Baptist. This might be, I believe, yeah, this is going to be the closest line we have for the rest of the video. UCF at home in Orlando at Addition Financial Field against the Cal Baptist. What are they? The Lancers? Yeah, they're the Lancers. Out the whack. Okay. I think UCF beats them by double digits. Obviously, that's the line, 9.5. For the Knights, right, they did have the back-to-back losses to Wisconsin and LSU. They put up 102 points in the Badgers game a couple nights ago, and they lost it again by 7. Went over Milwaukee in their last game by 8 points. Sure, not great, obviously, right? Again, only beating Milwaukee by 8 points. They beat Tennessee Tech by 11. They beat FAU by 6. Not a bad win, though. Beat Purdue Fort Wayne by 7. Beat A&M by 3. Okay, I get it. UCF's only covered this line once all season. Trust me, Cal Baptist is not good, though. They have to go cross-country to play UCF. I think UCF puts belt to ass in this basketball game. Guys, the Lancers this season beat Incarnate Word. They beat Kennesaw. They lost to that cesspool over in Riverside, California, known as UC Riverside. All right, and that's half a joke, okay? I don't actually hate UC Riverside, okay? I guess. I don't know. Anyways, then they beat Long Island by 13 points. They lose to Northern Colorado by 11. They beat Eastern Washington by 11. They lose to SMU by 2 points. It's actually kind of encouraging. And they just beat Fresno State by 5 points. Don't care. Fresno State sucks at basketball. They went to overtime in the basketball game. Not a horrible game on Wednesday night that was. Yes, definitely Wednesday night. Cal Baptist has got scorers. They do. They've got Dominique Daniels who's going to give you 20 points a night. They've got Kendall Coleman as well, who's going to drop you 15. But besides Daniels and Coleman, this team's not very good. Okay, UCF's got the way better squad. Obviously, they won that huge game on opening night against Texas A&M. Darius Johnson's going to give you 17. Jordan Ivy Curry's going to give you 17. You're going to get 16 tonight out of Keyshawn Hall as well. Guys, UCF again. They're built way better than Cal Baptist. Obviously, again, they come into the season way better than Cal Baptist. They have more players, they have more experience, and they just have the better team as a whole, guys. UCF is way better than Cal Baptist. They have more depth, and they should be able to blow this team out. On top of that, Cal Baptist has to go cross-country from Riverside, California to Central Florida to Orlando to take on the Knights. Yeah, we're taking UCF to win this basketball game. They should cover fairly easily, 9.5. We just need them to cover that and win by double digits. I understand the Knights have only done that once this season. This is the game, though, where they completely just blow a team out, okay? It's bound to happen eventually, okay? This is the game where it happens. Give me the UCF Knights to dominate Cal Baptist. They will win the basketball game and cover the 9.5 points as well. Next up, we move on to Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have got the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on Bethune-Cookman. This game's actually before the Cal Baptist game, but whoops, my bad. Guys, this is a heart-to-heart I'm having right now with the Minnesota Golden Gophers basketball team, okay? We've picked against this team so many times this season, okay? We picked against them in the Wichita State game. We picked against them in the Cleveland State game. We picked them in the North Texas game, didn't go our way. Picked against them in the Wake Forest game. Okay, we've successfully picked against the Golden Gophers in back-to-back basketball games. Guys, let's huddle around the campfire here, guys, all right? This is a disrespectful line. Okay, this is a disrespectful line for the University of Minnesota. Guys, this is a division, this is a Power 5 school. This is a Big Ten school. You play in the Big Ten for basketball, and you are only getting 16.5 points against Bethune-Cookman? This is disrespectful. There's no other way to put it. If I'm on Minnesota, I am disrespected that this is the line I'm getting against Bethune-Cookman. Nothing against Bethune-Cookman. They play in the SWAC. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. Trust me, when we get to league play, we're going to have some fun with the SWAC conference. Because, trust me, those games between Alabama A&M and Prairie View A&M, nobody's going to watch those except for us. So we're going to make money off those in January. But right now, this is disrespectful for the Golden Gophers. Okay? Guys, Minnesota, if they don't cover 16.5 points against Bethune-Cookman, they are banned for the rest of the season. Okay? They are banned. They are perma-banned for the rest of the year. They will join the University of San Diego. They will join Jacksonville State. They will join the New Orleans Pelicans. And they will join La Tech. This is the stakes for this basketball game. I'm not kidding. I don't care. And we will continue to fade Minnesota. I'm going to do that regardless, actually. They play Michigan State on Wednesday. L. They go to Bloomington on Monday. L. But, trust me, we're going to fade Minnesota all year long in the Big Ten. We are going to. This team's horrible. They can't score. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not doing a great job selling you on Minnesota here. I'm actually not going to sell you on Minnesota. I'm going to sell you on the fact that Bethune-Cookman sucks, okay? Bethune-Cookman's not good, okay? So far this year, they are 2-5. They have lost in every single spot they've gotten in a big game like this. Texas Tech, they went down there, they lost. They lost by 23 points. Nebraska, they lost 2 by 5. Purdue-Fort Wayne, they lost by 22 points. They beat South Carolina State, don't care. Lost to Tulane by 15 points. Beat North Dakota by 12. Just lost to Gardner-Webb by 15 points. Minnesota, all you have to do is beat this team by 2 points more than what Gardner-Webb did a couple days ago. You are the University of Minnesota. Get the job done. Get the job done. 51 points like you scored against Wake Forest, not gonna cut it. Again, Minnesota has to be disrespected. Dawson Garcia, you've been nowhere the last couple games. Step it up now. Your team needs you. Team needs you. Let's go. Fouled out in the Wichita game. 8 points in the Wake Forest game. Ridiculous. Lucy Patterson's been their leading scorer in back-to-back nights. Let's go. Time to win a basketball game, and time to blow a team out, and time to score more than 80 points. Other than their first game of the season, they have not touched 70. It's time to do it right now. Minnesota wins this basketball game by more than 16 points. If not, they are banned for the rest of the year, and they become our new New Orleans Pelicans. If you watch the NBA videos, you know every chance we get, we pick against the New Orleans Pelicans. And we've only lost literally once since starting that a month ago. Actually, a month and a half ago. No, late October. Anyways, give me Minnesota to cover the 16.5 points. If Minnesota gets banned, if Minnesota loses tomorrow, we will officially create the new ban list that I have been meaning to do for a while. But I will give you an actual ban list that it's a graphic. I'll make a graphic if Minnesota. Actually, regardless, I need to make a graphic. But still, Minnesota better cover that line. Okay? I haven't been angered to ban a team, and I won't be unless Minnesota loses this game or doesn't cover 16.5 points. They should feel disrespected, guys. They are 6,140 favorites. I was gonna say 6,100, but there's 6,140. I don't know what. Let's move on. Guys, we're taking Mercyhurst to cover 29.5 points against the San Francisco Dons. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Seriously? Yeah. I told you again, this slate was something. I was looking for games. I just, it's either this or do I take Nebraska to cover 15.5 points against North Florida and Lincoln? Do I take, Portland to cover? I was going to actually think about taking Denver to cover the 6.5 points against Portland, but no, we found a game here. Mercyhurst, the Lakers of Mercyhurst, go to San Francisco to take on the Dons. Why am I taking 29.5 points on Mercyhurst? Great question. San Francisco's not good. They've covered this line twice this year, but look who they've covered it against. The Long Beach State Beach and Devin Askew might be the worst team. They're not the worst team in the country, but they're the worst team in California. I'm not joking. Long Beach State is that bad, guys. I've learned my lesson the one time I took Long Beach State to cover, 42.5 points, and they couldn't do it. No, they're not banned, but it's just I'm never going to pick them ever again. But no. They beat Long Beach by 30 points. Don't care. Chicago State, known for being horrible. Beat them by 35. No, 45. Wow. Regardless, San Francisco laid a massive egg their last 2 games. Lost to Memphis, lost to Clemson, and they beat Fordham by 21 points. Again, they're beating these teams by 21 points. They're beating them by, they beat Cal Poly by 8 points. Cal Poly, by the way, just went to Stanford and won. I mean, I've been saying Stanford's fraudulent. I should have picked that game yesterday, but I've been trying to tell you Stanford sucks. Mercyhurst. Okay. Oh, man, this is something. I know what you're thinking. This team has lost to California by 30. They lost to Air Force by 28. Lost to Columbia by 14 points. But, guys, the saving grace here. The saving grace. They just beat Sacramento State. They just beat the Hornets of Sacramento State on the road by 6 points. That's a confidence booster, guys. That's a confidence booster. Shout out to Bernie Blunt III, 25 points in the victory over Sac State. Jeff Plantis is this team's leading scorer with 14 points a night. Guys, I don't even know where Mercyhurst is. I kid you not. One of my friends has a offer to play at Mercyhurst, not basketball, but I don't even know where this is. Where is this school? Erie, Pennsylvania. Okay, there you go. We're taking the Mercyhurst Lakers to get the job done. That's why, again, Lake Erie right there. That's why they're the Lakers. Guys, San Francisco, they struggle to score. They struggle to score a lot. So, again, I know they've covered this a couple times this season, but they played literally the worst teams ever. Okay, if Mercyhurst can kind of just stay in the game, they'll be fine here. Again, this is a disrespectful line, okay? Watch the way San Francisco plays. They are a team that doesn't shoot early in the shot clock. They take a while, and they are a very volume shooting team. So if they just have a 5 minutes, time interval in this game where they just struggle scoring, we're fine with Mercyhurst here. Give me the Lakers, plus 29.5. I probably should have learned my lesson picking another team called the Lakers, but it's fine. Give me the Mercyhurst Lakers to cover the 29.5 points on the road at USF. And folks, that'll do it for our college basketball best bets here on December 1st. Yes, we had to pick some crazy games today, but hopefully the slate tomorrow is better. As real quick, I will check the slate tomorrow. Are there at least some named team? Oh my goodness, the slate. Oh, wow. There's like 14 games tomorrow. Okay, we're going to make the best out of that. Oh, wow. Mississippi Valley State's at home tomorrow. Wow. Okay, there's 14 games tomorrow, and 5 of them are NIAA games. Okay, we're going to make the best out of that tomorrow. All right, we'll figure that out. Folks, we might have a little bit of a stretch here where there's days like this because feast week is over. All the big teams just played a week straight, so we're going to have a down week. We'll make the most out of it. We will find a way to turn some profit here, trust me. Folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank y'all for watching. And Mamba, forever.